There's a moment that feels almost disappointing. Nothing bad happened, no fight, no distance, no tension, and yet you feel empty, not sad, not hurt, just flat. You think, this is too quiet. This doesn't excite me. This must mean something's missing. But what if nothing is missing? What if this is the first time your nervous system isn't on edge? For many people, connection has always come with noise, emotional highs, emotional drops, uncertainty, waiting. So when a relationship feels steady, predictable, emotionally safe, the body doesn't relax. It scans. Because a nervous system trained on instability expects movement. And when there is none, it doesn't think I'm safe. It thinks I'm bored. Here's the part that confuses people. Boredom and calm can feel very similar in the body. Both are quiet, both lack urgency, both remove adrenaline, but boredom comes from disengagement. Calm comes from regulation. If your system has never learned regulation, calm feels unfamiliar. And unfamiliar often gets labeled as wrong, not because it is, but because it doesn't match what your body expects love to feel like. If love once required effort, earning, waiting, or proving, your body learned that closeness feels earned through tension. So intensity became the signal, not because it meant depth, but because it meant activation. You learned to feel alive when something could be lost. So when nothing feels at risk, when no one is pulling away, your system says, where's the spark? But what it's really asking is, where's the stress I recognize? Emotionally available people don't trigger survival responses. They don't keep you guessing. They don't create emotional whiplash. They don't activate chase. And to a nervous system trained on threat, that can feel dull. Not because the connection lacks depth, but because your body isn't working overtime. There's no adrenaline to mistake for desire, so attraction feels muted, not absent, muted. Here's the shift most people never make. Instead of asking, why don't I feel more? They ask, what does my body expect love to feel like? That question changes everything, because it moves the focus from the person to the pattern, from chemistry to conditioning. And once you see that, you stop blaming yourself for not feeling fireworks in safe spaces. Real change doesn't come from forcing attraction. It comes from staying long enough for your nervous system to realize nothing bad is happening. At first, calm feels neutral, then slightly uncomfortable, then normal, and eventually it starts to feel grounding. That's when attraction shifts, not into obsession, but into presence. This kind of connection doesn't hijack your thoughts. It doesn't keep you hyper-aware. It doesn't make you chase reassurance. It leaves room for you. And for the first time, love doesn't feel like something you have to earn. It feels like something you're allowed to have. If safety has ever felt boring, it doesn't mean you're incapable of love. It means your nervous system is learning a new definition of connection. And that takes time. This channel exists to help you recognize these patterns before they decide for you. If this resonated, subscribe and stay. This content is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not a substitute for therapy, diagnosis, or professional mental health treatment. If these patterns feel overwhelming or unsafe, please seek support from a qualified mental health professional.